Hello and welcome gamers, I'm Ryan and I'm back with another episode of Vidja Game Hunting, and I've got a few games to show you that I picked up over the last couple weeks. So I guess to start things off, in addition to thrift stores and pawn shops hunting for retro games, I also like to dig around and get good deals on current generation systems. I've always owned multiple systems over the last couple console generations, so to me, picking up every new release right when they drop at $60 a piece just doesn't make sense. I'm not going to pony up that kind of money when I could wait and get the games for a fraction of the price, and the game is going to be just as good as it would have been day one. So that's kind of how I feel about picking up new games. So what I do is I'll shop around. I'll try and pick up good deals on clearance games. Target I have the most luck at. A lot of you probably know they've got the clearance end caps. So next to the electronics section in the back, they'll always have a shelf with clearance titles. They just slap a mark-down sticker on them and throw them on the shelf. Another place that I get really good deals is Kmart. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why the hell are you shopping at Kmart? But that's actually exactly the reason I go there, is nobody shops at Kmart, especially not for games. So I'm able to score pretty good deals because the games just sit on the shelves there and they mark them down and clearance them out after a while. But yeah, I've got some footage of looking around for new games at those stores. Alright, so I didn't find a lot at Target. They did have some games. Nothing was really something I'd be interested in. Just not really good prices either. So, as you did see in the video though, I did pick up a game from Target, and that game was Ace Combat Assault Horizon. Now, I got this for $5.99. I was a big fan of this series back on the original PlayStation with Air Combat and Ace Combat. I haven't played one since then, and I think this one was kind of supposed to revitalize, change up the series a little bit, so I'm kind of curious to see what this one's like. Next up, when I was out and about in a neighboring town, I did stop in at their local video game store. They carry new and retro as well, and I got a small stack of games from them. Some NES games here to start. The first one is Dash Galaxy in the Alien Asylum. I don't know a lot about this game, but it was a good price. It is a Data East game, so I'm not expecting a whole lot out of it, but I'll give it a shot. This next one here, I was really glad to find this one. This one's Cabal. It's kind of a run and gun game, but I played this as a kid and I honestly did not remember what the name of this game was, and I'd been trying to find it for the last few years, and I happened to watch a more recent GameSack episode where they referenced this game for the NES, so I got the name and I happened to pop it in the store and they had it for me, so I picked it up, a couple bucks. Next one, this one's kind of cool. It's Quattro Adventure. As you can tell, it's an unlicensed cartridge, which is kind of cool. And it's got 4 games. It's Boomerang Kids, Super Robin Hood, Treasure Island Dizzy, and Linus Spacehead. I'm sure all of them are terrible, but it's a cool looking cartridge to have. The only downside, I kind of question picking it up. It is damaged on the back here. You can see some of the finish is off. but it's still neat to have. Maybe I'll try and upgrade it if I find a better copy later. And then I did score one Dreamcast game there too, one that I've been looking for a long time. I love the Dreamcast, and I never picked this one up, and I'd always wanted it. It's MDK2. It's an action shooter, and from what I remember playing it back on the Dreamcast a little bit, in its heyday, was, you know, it had a pretty dark sense of humor, kind of a quirky game. And this one happened to be in just excellent condition. Manual disc, it looks almost brand new, so I couldn't pass it up. To go along with that also, if you've got a Dreamcast or played one, you know that the controller cords are incredibly short on that system, so I picked up this extension cable to make that a little bit longer. Just makes playing it a little more comfortable, that way you don't have to sit so close to your TV. And then on to my last find. I gotta say, this is one I'm really excited about. It's probably not going to seem like a lot to most of you, but I couldn't believe I found this in a local thrift store, just sitting in with the CDs. And that game is TV Sports Football. Yes, it's just a lame sports game, but it is a TurboGrafx game. I have never come across one of these in a thrift store. I've never even seen one in our area at all. They're kind of cool. Got the manual, little hue card with the game. I just think these are cool. I've always wanted to get a TurboGrafx. I did search around the store. I didn't find the system or any other games. Just happened to find this one sitting on the shelf. And for me, this is an amazing find. I've never seen these where we live. They just don't seem to pop up ever. I think I've seen one TurboGrafx on Craigslist in the last couple of years. You know, I live in the upper Midwest, very upper. Great find. I mean, I was really pumped, really excited to get it. And you know how I identified it was I was watching another YouTuber, I think it was Bidhead1000 or Mike Gardner, another collector, and they had mentioned that, you know, if you're searching through the CDs, you look for this little colored tab on the end of the TurboGrafx cart or the case. And sure enough, you know, I was just glancing through, noticed that, stopped, paused on it, and then I saw the TurboGrafx label. So this is awesome for me. I'm really excited to get my first TurboGrafx game. Yeah, it's kind of a lame title, but for me this was a huge score. Probably my favorite find in a thrift store ever to date. So I was happy I could share that with you. I didn't think to film it in the store. I got so excited that I just went nuts and started looking all over. Didn't think to catch any of this on film. But yeah, that's all I got for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.